from the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Today is Wednesday. It is the 24th of February, 2016. I had to think about that for a moment. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And
Hello.
I'm Kate Daniels.
She is, and you were on assignment. You were in
on assignment.
I know you were. You were all the way over there, Timbuktu and Timbuktu, and you were like in Kathmandu and Kathmandu and other places like that.
Yep, I made my way back. Made my way back to Wayne County.
That's exactly right. Glad to have you back here with us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And today is Wednesday, middle of the week already. My goodness, moving right along.
We're moving to the end of February, which is quite hard to believe.
I know. Can you believe that? That would be 2 months, right? Already,
yeah.
And this year
will
be gone before you know. Oh, which reminds me, daylight saving time
is when?
March 13th.
March 13th.
That's about 2 weeks.
So that's in a couple of weeks, and Easter's earlier this year.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
so
spring's coming on.
Mark that on your calendar that the before you go to bed on March 12th, set your clocks ahead 1 hour. You're going to lose an hour of sleep, but oh boy, it'll all work out.
It'll work out.
It'll work out. That's
It'll work out.
So you'll be late for church. Okay, let's see what we have here. We've got a trivia question. And a lot of people know this one. I'm going to ask it anyway. Okay? The category is the Himalayas, a range of mountains in the eastern part of the world. Okay? The question is, who was the first Westerner to climb to the top of Mount Everest? 29,000 plus feet high. Who was the first Westerner to climb to the top of Mount Everest? Give you a clue. He had a lot of help from Tenzing Norgay. That's a big clue.
Good question.
Thank
Good
you.
question.
Thank you. And it comes up periodically when you're speaking of certain political races from time to time.
Quit giving it away.
No, well, you know what? I'll have to ask another question, I guess. But anyway. You know, some people may not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, birthdays today include Stephen Hill. He was one of my favorite actors, still is. He was on, you remember Mission Impossible?
Yeah, sure.
And the original Mission Impossible, the very first one, the first year it was on, there was a fellow character by the name of Dan Briggs. He was Dan Briggs, Stephen Hill was. Stephen Hill went on to become a major star in Law and Order. Adam Schiff. He played the DA, Adam Schiff. You know, the guy with the hat, you know,
yeah.
the grumpy district attorney. A wonderful character, and actually based on a real district attorney there in New York, Robert Morgenthau.
That is a great show.
Yeah,
It's had
I
a
love
long
it.
run.
It's one of my favorites.
A long run.
He was in that part for 10 years.
Wow.
And then there were several others as well. But Stephen Hill is 94 today. Barry Bostwick, an actor, has been around a long time. He's 71. Edward James Olmos, remember Miami Vice? He was the captain there.
Oh.
He's 69 today. And another of my favorites, good-looking guy by the name of Billy Zane. He played a Zorro movie back in the 80s. And he's done a lot of other stuff, too. Anyway.
Zorro.
He's a very talented actor. Anyway, he's 50 today. All right. What do we have here? Ah, here we are.
Spring walks. Now, is that not a beautiful word?
What's that?
See written spring.
Spring.
It just sounds good. Go Wayne Go, which is, of course, the community initiative to get people moving in Wayne County, has announced their 2016 spring walks. So we've got coming up on, what's the date today?
Today's the 24th.
All right, so in a couple of days, on the 27th, go to Herman Park to Krispy Kreme for the Krispy Kreme walk.
That's Saturday.
That's Saturday. So go to Herman Park to be a part of this. It burns 190 calories. You meet at Herman Park House, which is at 900 Park Avenue, and join the fun. So that's going to be this Saturday at 9 a.m. It's 1 hour. So, and we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Grab a friend and go.
Yeah.
Grab your kids and go, your grandkids. If you're going by yourself, I promise you, within the first 5 minutes of being there, you'll meet some great people.
Oh, that's true.
So
that's true.
That'll be a fun adventure.
And this is the little park house inside Herman Park.
Yes.
This is not Herman Park Center, which is an entirely different building.
It's a yellow house with a beautiful old porch.
Yeah.
And it's right in front of the
fountain.
the fountain,
The lady in the
fountain.
That's exactly.
So that's coming up, and there's more coming up in March. Throughout March, every single Saturday, they're going to be at the Goldsboro Event Center walk, Mount Olive hike, Wayne Memorial Hospital, and Wayne Community College walk, and Cliffs of the Neuse. More information can be found. You can look on Facebook. You can contact the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce, or you can just type in "Go Wayne Go."
And if you go to every single one of these walks, by the time you finish the very last one, you'll either be in great shape or you'll be very tired. Thought I'd throw that in, you know? Okay? Okay. Let's go to our interview.
Okay.
Today we welcome to the studio our County Manager, Mr. George Wood, and Vice Chairman of the Wayne County Board of Commissioners, Mr. Bill Pate. Gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning. I appreciate you coming in.
Glad to be here.
Okay, big news today. Today, Friday, the 19th of whatever the month is, February, I guess. I keep up with that all the time.
Yeah.
But big news today. We're very excited about this. Who wants to kick this off and tell everybody what happened today?
Well, we've been in negotiations for some time with the Maxwell family, and the reason we were negotiating with them when we started this project, I had business leaders, and especially in agribusiness, come to me and says, we want their name on this building. And that's what I heard over and over and over again.
Of course, now we're talking about the new Agricultural Convention Center. I'll get it.
That's correct.
That's what we're talking
correct.
about here.
And,
All right.
And everybody out there was really interested in their name, and through Convergence, our fundraising outfit, made contact with them, and they were very excited about the possibility of doing this. And between their attorney and our attorney, Borden Parker, we negotiated an agreement, and they are contributing $750,000 to this project.
$700,000.
Which is a huge gift, and it promotes agriculture. They're tickled to death to be part of this themselves. And John Pike said that in a meeting just a moment ago. And we hope that this will bring others to the table too, because we want this to be not just a county thing or a city thing. This has got to be regional. So we're really excited.
So it's just not Goldsboro, Wayne County. It's also the entire, all of Eastern North Carolina.
That's exactly right. And there we are. We're getting ready to break ground. Hopefully, in June.
In June.
In June.
June. Okay.
And the new interchange will open in June. We're perfectly positioned right there at the new interchange, and I suspect we're going to see a lot of other development that cascades off of this. Would you agree?
I agree.
The interchange being Highway 44 or whatever that is.
Well,
That's right.
Well, it'll be 70.
It'll be 70.
Bypass.
George and Maxwell's have always been instrumental and absolutely huge in agriculture in Wayne County. This is certainly generous, to say the least.
It's a tremendous gift, and we're very appreciative for that. And it's fitting that it be named for them. And as John Pike said today, this is their 100th anniversary. So this year will tie in nicely with that, all the events for the Agricultural Center. And so we're excited about it. And as Bill said, this is the major naming right here. We've got some other opportunities for people if they want to participate in that. And Convergent, our donor campaign leaders, are out doing that now. So we should have some additional announcements here shortly.
Well, that's wonderful.
Nothing of this magnitude, but some additional
Well,
stuff.
some of them will be pretty significant. And if you saw in the audience today, there were a lot of agricultural leaders, business people, farmers who were there today.
I saw
and
that.
without them and their being behind this whole effort, it would have never happened.
And they were behind the Maxwell naming as well,
Absolutely.
were they not?
They're the ones that kept bringing it to me.
The farmers did.
And so if they're happy, I'm happy. That's the way it works. And I just look so forward to the groundbreaking and finishing this project. And you see behind us, we built it last night.
I can tell. It's all done. Ladies and gentlemen, our new agricultural and convention center. And we're breaking ground June of this year, June 2016.
Right.
So what's the timeline on this, George? What are we looking at?
Well, we're going to start in June with the site work. So we can get the site work subcontractors in there in June. The rest of the contractors will probably start sometime in late August. So with that, it's about a 16-month construction process. We're hoping that it'll be finished in December of 2017.
Wow.
And
that's really moving along.
We have the construction manager at risk on board now. We're finalizing
Loving,
those contracts. Yes, that's T.A. Loving.
T.A. Loving.
And we're finalizing the contract on that now, but the board has already selected them. And in fact, they've already begun working with the architect because we're on a short time frame.
Yeah.
And that was by mutual agreement. And so they're on board. Of course, the architect is on board, and that's a continuation contract. So everything's in place now. We're just moving forward. And I've been meeting with our financial advisors on the amount that we'll have to borrow in order to finance the building. So I think all the components are there. We're making great progress, and I don't see any reason why we can't meet the June deadline.
June deadline for groundbreaking, and then hopefully the end of 2017 we'll have our new convention center.
And I already had people contact me wanting to know how they can rent it out.
Really?
I'm serious. I said, wait a minute, guys, we haven't broke ground yet.
Well, that's okay.
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Take their money,
Oh, yeah.
Bill. It's okay. Pay me now. Yeah. We'll save you space. Now, and that's an important point right there. This building is not only for agricultural events, but it's also for any kind of event. Anything at all.
Yeah, I guess it'd be a good time to let folks know, if they haven't heard already, we'll have capacity in the General Assembly area for sit-down dinners. We can accommodate up to 840 people.
Whoa.
And then if you're doing like a graduation or a lecture or something like that, we can hold over 1,550 people.
Is there anything like that in Wayne County now?
No.
There's nothing that approaches
close.
that.
There's
Right.
nothing close to us other than Greenville, New Bern, and Raleigh that'll have anything like this.
Well,
And we're not as big as Greenville, but we're larger than the New Bern facility. Of course, we don't have the river, but
well, that's okay.
but we're gonna still make it happen.
Oh yeah, we'll make it happen. All right, man. This is really exciting.
It is.
Very exciting.
It's a great location, in terms of agricultural part too. It's adjacent to the community college. Of course, they teach horticulture and agriculture there. We just think it's a great location. We'll also have, Wayne, on the back side of it will be a regional farmers market. So we'll be able to advertise that on the marquee sign out front. We think that's going to get a lot more play than what our farmers markets are getting now. And that's all part of an initiative by North Carolina State University, Cooperative Extension. They're pushing local foods. And so
that's great.
That's a great way to do
That
it.
is
And everybody that comes to an event there will see the farmers market as they're going in. So it's going to be a highly visible location. People will be able to say, I want to come back to that.
Yeah.
And we're satisfying our county attorney too, having the curb market there.
Yeah, the curb market's
Because
going to continue.
that's how he gets fed.
Oh, is that how that's how we feed the county attorney? Huh?
Yeah,
That's
Borden
right.
had one condition:
What's
you got to
that?
keep up the curb market.
Okay, let's talk about the other part of that land, of that property out there that will not be handled by the county. That's actually will be worked by the city. Now, part of that, the agreement is that we hope that they're able to build a hotel there.
That's right.
They feel very confident that'll take place. As a matter of fact, we're working with the city on that to make sure we have a good line of sight so that it doesn't block this view that you're seeing right here.
Yeah.
And
Do you mean this building we built last
yeah,
night?
the one we built last night. So you'll still have, as we call it, the money shot when you come in there.
The money shot,
They hired the architect to do a preliminary plan, didn't they?
Yes.
That would tie in the hotel to the convention center. So
Yeah.
there's a walkway so you can walk directly over if it's bad weather and that kind of thing.
And more good news in that regard, and I know Borden will be happy about this, is that if there's a hotel there, that means probably we'll get some new restaurants in that area.
Yeah, I think the city's site plan that Bill was just talking about shows that they could have 2 standalone restaurants. And of course, what they want is a full-service hotel, so it'll have a restaurant inside it as well.
Exactly.
So, and we look at that whole area. I think this is going to spur a lot of development along Wayne Memorial Drive in that whole area where you see all those vacant areas right now. That's prime commercial property,
Yeah.
and it's going to be even more prime once this facility's there.
In the picture you're seeing there, that you're seeing the actual convention area as opposed to where the ag offices are on the other side, which is all tied in together.
Right.
So let's not forget the importance of what this is all about.
That's
And
right.
this is the, be given back to the farmers and offices for those people, cooperative extension, farm service agency.
Yeah, USDA,
Yeah.
And,
cooperative
and
extension.
we're giving them an office that, the Wayne Center served us well for a long, long time, but the facility is in bad shape.
It is in
And
bad
we all
shape.
know that.
Yeah.
And poor old Kevin, he only had one plug-in in his office. And so we're going to at least have more than one.
Well, back
anyway.
then they didn't need more than one.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That was 1957 when that building was built.
That's correct. And so
That's
It's
right.
almost appreciated.
Rick Theridan, who worked for Farm Service Agency,
Yeah.
I see him as he lives over there in Sawston. I said, "You gonna come back to work now? We're gonna build this building." He said, "Y'all waited till I retired."
Yeah. Well, we had to get the money from somewhere.
That's right.
You know? Yeah.
But it is going to be a great facility. We have a large room set aside in cooperative extension just for the 4-H club.
Wonderful.
So they'll have a lot more room for the children in those programs. They'll have access to the 4 breakout rooms that are part of the convention center too. So
Great.
if they have an event that's bigger than that and they need more space to do a seminar or whatever they need, they can book one of those.
The
So
breakout rooms were the 65 or 80 people. I can't remember.
they're different sizes, but that would be in the ballpark of
Yeah,
what
I
they
think
can
that's what I'm
accommodate.
saying. So you can have your convention, then you can break out. Have other activities going on across the hallway.
Okay,
Like you see in most conventions.
I don't mean to leave you out of the next question, but George, what part did this man play in the success of this?
Well,
this
he's been the
happening?
spearhead for it. As he said today, the former chairman had put him in charge of the committee about 3 years ago, and I came on board roughly 2 years ago, and he was already moving it then, got me up to speed, and he's definitely been the spearhead on it. He's kept it moving. We've had numerous meetings. I've lost sight of how many. We were able to bring the city to the table, and that was Bill's suggestion too, that we needed to make one more attempt to try to get the 2 parties together. And I give the city officials a lot of credit. The mayor and the city manager saw the validity of having one larger facility. Because a community this size should not have competing facilities. It should just be one large facility.
And it's made us a lot closer too.
It has. It's I think, strengthened the working relationship. We have actually brought them in to the committee on the design of the building. So the city manager, the current mayor, and 1 or 2 of their council members have all been part of that committee and had an equal voice in helping to design it. And then, they've brought some good ideas to the table.
And we're bringing tourism in the next meeting.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Because Betsy's got some good ideas.
Oh, I'm sure she has.
And that's the other thing we've done, and again, Bill spearheaded this, which is, when we met with the city, one of the ways we realized we could get some additional revenue to help pay for it was to increase the hotel motel tax, or some people call it the room occupancy tax.
Because we didn't want to do property tax.
Oh, no.
Right. So we worked with the city on that. They've been our partners on that, and as you know, we had to go around and around on that a little bit with how the legislature wanted it to be done. But the fact remains, we got it. That also meant we established the Wayne County Tourism Development Authority, and I'm happy to report we now have that fully established. The board has made the appointments, They adopted their bylaws and budget just the other day. We've levied the tax, and the first payments on the tax were received in January. So we're off and running.
Wow. Well, suffice it to say, this has just been a success story right from the very beginning. That includes, of course, the city of Goldsboro and the city council and all those folks involved with it, and of course our county commissioners and you, George, our county manager, and Bill. Congratulations on this, man. It's been
you know, I get a lot of credit now, but I have worked this man hard.
Yeah, well, he can handle it.
And you know, and the other commissioners have done a great job pitching in too. And I keep going back. The farmer community are responsible for this happening.
Yeah.
Without them and their support, I could have never done a thing. So I want to make sure they get credit where credit is due.
Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, I thank you for being with us. George Wood, County Manager, and Bill Pate, Vice Chair of the Wayne County Board of Commissioners. Thank you.
Thank you.
Today we welcome Sergeant Paige Leonard of Crime Stoppers. We're going to find out the latest crime of the week. What's going on, Paige? Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you, as always, for having us, and we appreciate it. Well, we wanted to talk about a double shooting that we had on February the 12th. And many people are talking about this. It happened in the 500 block of Dale Street here in town. We had 2 subjects that were shot at 503 Dale Street, and it was kind of a strange occurrence as far as how it came about, because we did get called to the residence at 503, and as officers were responding, they found one subject that had been shot on the inside of the house. But a short time later, we got called to South Berkeley Boulevard, where a 19-year-old had pulled up in a car on the road, and apparently that subject had been in the 500 block also of Dale Street when this incident occurred, and they were in a vehicle and they got shot also during that same shooting. So
these are related.
They are related. It all happened at the same time on Dale Street, but one person just made it from their car all the way to Berkeley Boulevard and then called for assistance. So again, it was on February 12th, and it was roughly between 10:30, 11 p.m. at night. And we are hoping that somebody out there saw something, knows something. You know, this is one of those cases I can say we are getting calls, we are getting tips, and they are being, you know, very helpful to the investigators. But we need more, and we know that there's more information out there, and obviously we want everybody's information. And so, you know, we're just pleading to the public as far as, you may think that we've already got that information, and I know I've said this before, but you know, we definitely want to hear from everybody. They can call me, they can text me, they can use our app on the Facebook page to send a message through our system also. It will reach me. But we definitely want anybody's information, because we're talking about a 61-year-old that was shot and a 19-year-old that was shot.
61 years old. Were they related? Were they kin to each other?
No. Two different individuals that got shot during this incident, and you know, we're just pleading to the public to step up and give us some names and give us some statements and tell us what's going on.
So we do know that it was the same. Pretty much, the shootings are related.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's the same weapon,
It happened from the same incident. It happened at the same time.
Okay.
The short confusion in the matter was the female that was the 19-year-old that was actually shot. She actually was in a vehicle outside of this residence where everything happened. They were able to drive the car some distance away before it stopped, and they got law enforcement involved. So the whole incident was one and the same. This car just made it away from the scene.
Okay, very good. So if anyone knows anything at all, they can call the numbers crawling at the bottom of the screen.
That's right.
That's 919-222-4230 to text, and to call, it's 919-735-2255. This is a felony.
Yes.
Means that somebody who gives you the right information would be eligible for a reward.
That's correct.
All right. 919-735-2255 or 919-222-4230.
Yep.
Thank you. Sergeant Paige Leonard of Crime Stoppers. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. How's your coffee?
It's good.
You good?
It's good. It's very good.
Today is the 24th, and the Wayne County Board of Elections needs people to help with the polls come Election Day. We've got the big primary coming up next week, I believe it is. And poll workers need to be, first of all, they need poll workers. They need to be registered voters in Wayne County. They need to be customer service oriented. There's training involved. Be glad to provide detailed information about the responsibilities of being a poll worker. And if you would like information about this, I mean, it's a civic thing. Do your civic duty and help out here. This is serious stuff now, okay? Talk to Beverly York, and Beverly is at 919-731-1411. 919-731-1411.
Very nice.
Here, we need to detain
Sure.
somebody.
There is immediate job openings. Attention, please. Immediate job openings for detention officers. And this is, of course, here with the Sheriff's Department in Wayne County. Soon be opening a new detention facility in Goldsboro and hiring approximately 50.
Well, actually, that's changed.
Just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
What?
25 now.
25.
Yeah.
So that's changed. Excuse me.
Yeah.
25.
Mark
25.
that off there, here.
Job openings 25.
25.
Reliable, mature. So you're out.
I'm out.
Trustworthy men and women to serve as detention officers on 3 separate shifts. These positions will begin at $29,134 per year as an entry-level detention officer and increase to $30,609 after the first detention officer certification program is completed. Wayne County offers a competitive benefits package including health insurance, life insurance, paid vacation and sick time, 401k and state pension. County also offers opportunities for schooling, growth, and advancements. Folks, what a great opportunity.
Really?
You know, and it's one of the things, the package for benefits, that's one of the first things people tell you when you get out of school or you're looking for a job is to look at, or do they offer benefits and what does it include? So great opportunities for, again, reliable, mature, trustworthy men and women to serve. There's going to be 25 job openings. And to apply in person, go to the Wayne County Sheriff's Office, which is right here on Chestnut Street.
Right.
And so you can contact them for more information. And I'll throw a plug in there. If you're watching and you're employed somewhere and you know that help is needed, you can post this stuff online. You can post it anywhere. And one great opportunity for everyone watching is Seymour Johnson spouses. Oh, yeah. So there are lots of spouses, families at Seymour Johnson who are seeking employment. Okay, so if you go on, you can go on Facebook and just type in job opportunity Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, and it'll pop up right there. You can post it for free, and then you'll have wonderfully qualified, skilled people. Stop it, in our community who will come and find you. So just a little side note. You making fun of my snapping? What's next?
Oh. No. National Cupcake Day in Canada.
Ooh.
In Canada. So if you want a cupcake today, you got to move to Canada.
We like Canada.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
play
we
nice.
do. We love Canada. Sure we do. Let's see here. The 24th. World Bartender Day.
Support your local bartender.
Yeah, that too. Anyway,
That's neat.
and furthermore, coming up, now this is something to think about ahead here. Be thinking about this. Have a Heart for Kids on April 15th, which happens to be the last average date of frost in Wayne County. Just thought I'd throw that out.
Oh, good to know.
Okay. April, tax day. Between 6 and 9 p.m. at the Terrace Room. It is Have a Heart for Kids. This is sponsored by Communities in Schools of Wayne County. $30 per person, $60 a couple. Sparkles and spirits, hors d'oeuvres, entertainment, and a silent auction and raffle. And this will be going on April 15th, 6 till 9 p.m. Go ahead and get your tickets early. All right?
I
Okay.
love it. That is our
Communities
great
in
friend,
Schools.
Selena Bennett over at Communities in Schools.
That's exactly
And if you
right.
want to get an idea of what they're doing, again, online is our friend. Go online and check it out. It is quite remarkable.
And what else is remarkable? The fact that they're going to let us back in here tomorrow. So we'll be back tomorrow. That's remarkable, frankly. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope you will join us in the morning at 7 a.m., then again at noon, then again at 5:30 p.m. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.